Hey guys, Omar here. First of all, I want to say thank you to all subscribers because this is a 50 subscriber special because I have 50 subscribers now. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, it's not that big, but for me it is. 50 people actually listen to what I post, even though I don't post that often. But anyway, I'm just posting videos saying thank you. Half of that, well, not even half, just a little bit, saying thank you for 50 subscribers. Fuck yeah. Let's move it on up. Yeah. And other half of this, not other half, the other part of this is going to be review over a TV show. My first review of a TV show ever, yes. Is going to be over Once Upon a Time, the first season. First of all, let me say, it's a good show. It's a good show. I might seem like I hate it in this review, but I don't. I like it. There's just a lot of stuff that bothers me about it. Okay. First of all, the series synopsis, I guess I should say, is about Snow White and Prince Charming. They have a kid. The Queen puts a curse over the whole, all the fairy tale characters that you've ever loved, pretty much, or know. She puts a curse on all of them that sends them to the real world. And it makes them forget who they are, forget their memories and everything, and they live lives as different people, basically, in their own little continuous loop that the Queen has them in. And the only person that remembers is the Queen. Anyway, they send their baby through a portal, I guess, and it sends her to the real world before the curse activates, and she's supposed to come 28 years later to come save them. I don't think that's a spoiler. I think that's just the synopsis. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Anyway, the series the characters are pretty good. If you like fairy tales, you should watch this because has a lot of fairy tale characters that you'll like, and it puts like their own twist on the character stories and stuff. Some of them are really cool. Some of them are like meh to me. The action is there's not that much action, but the action that's there is decent. It's not bad. The characters are really good. My favorites right now. Well, for season 1, my favorites are the Queen because I love evil characters. I'm always gonna have an evil character in my top. The Queen, Belle, Princess Belle. Yeah, she's in the show. I don't know if that counts as a spoiler or not. No, I don't think it should. Who else? And I guess Emma, the main character, who's supposed to come and save everyone. Yeah, it's a pretty good show. There's problems I have with it. Again, like I said, there's major plot holes already in season 1. I'm sure they'll try to explain them in season 2 or way later on or whatever. But the main character, Emma, who's supposed to save them all, they have a son. I mean, she has a son, okay? He's in the town, the cursed town that the Queen shot them all in, okay? What doesn't make sense is the fact that part of the curse is that no one can leave the town that's called Storybrooke, and no one can enter, ever. And somehow, Henry, who isn't a fairy tale character, who wasn't even existing at that time, is in the town. And even on one of the episodes, they don't even insinuate, Henry flat out says, I was able to leave the town because I'm 10. That's how I was able to leave and come and get you. That makes no sense, and that's bullshit. That's not an explanation. No. They better do some heavy explaining when it comes to Henry, how he got there, and how he even left again before. He left the place at the beginning of the show. That's how the show starts. He leaves Storybrooke to go find his mom, which is Emma, the chick who's supposed to save everyone. How the fuck did Henry get there? Yes, obviously she put him up for adoption, because they tell you in the first episode, or second episode I believe, but that doesn't, no one can enter that place, and no one can get out. This shouldn't be an issue. He should not exist, honestly. Well, he shouldn't be able to do what he's doing. Yeah. That's the major plot hole that comes to this show. They're probably gonna explain it way later on, but that's the main thing that's bothered me this whole first season. There's little changes about certain characters, like the queen. She has a change that I don't like. I guess I don't like it. I'm not gonna say it on here because it's a spoiler. I don't count that as a spoiler. Maleficent isn't as important. She's literally a plot device. That's what Maleficent is, and she's one of my favorite villains from, I guess Disney or fairy tales, whatever. She's one of my favorite villains. She's amazing. First of all, she's not as evil as she is. She has a conscience on here instead of just being this dark, evil wizard bitch. I really, not wizard. I guess she's a wizard. Anyway, she's not as evil as she's supposed to be. She actually cares to an extent, which I thought was stupid. And I don't like that she's literally a plot device. Like, literally, nothing she does affects the plot, but people use her to make the plot matter, to make her matter in the plot. She doesn't really matter. It's just that people give her things that make her matter, that people get from her, if that makes any sense, without spoiling. Maleficent is not a relevant character, and I really don't like that. If they can't even, never mind. It's just, that really bothers me. If you don't like something that constantly beats into your head that love is the thing that matters and is the strongest magic of all time, don't watch this show. I mean, you might still like it if you like fairy tales and stuff, all that, and you know love's going to be in there. I know it's going to be there, but it beats it into your head constantly. Like, multiple characters will say love is the strongest magic throughout the first season multiple times and just beat it into your head. We get it. Love is the strongest magic. Shut up. It got annoying. Also, there's certain characters that just do stupid things that's gonna piss you off. Like, I can't spoil, but one of the dwarves, basically, I guess we'll spoil a little bit there. Spoiler alert. Okay, the dwarf falls in love with this fairy. Okay. She put dust on his egg, I think it was on accident, or she dropped a fairy dust on his egg, or his dwarf egg, which made him able to love. He falls in love with her. She wants to run off with him, he wants to run off with her. Another blue fairy comes down and tells him, hey, if you run off together with her, like they both wanted to do and see the world on sail on boats and see the world together, if you go and see it with her, if you go with her, she'll lose her wings and her powers. Okay. So, when they beat up to go run off, he tells her, you lose your powers. And she tells him all she cares about is him. She loves him. She'd rather just go around the world. She doesn't care. What does he do? He chooses not to be with her. He tries to make it like a sacrifice, but he doesn't need to sacrifice. It was so stupid. It was stupid. The dwarf, he literally basically tells her, oh, I can't love you because dwarves can't love. We're not allowed to love. It's not, dwarves don't love. My love for you isn't real. That's pretty much what he tells her, straight to her face. Hurts her feelings, breaks her heart, for no reason. And then goes away, and then, he basically is a pissed off man for the rest of his life. When he made the choice, when nothing... This show pisses me off sometimes. Anyway, that whole thing with them was the spoiler, and it was really stupid. It really pissed me off. It didn't need to happen. But the show beats love into your head constantly as a major theme. Stupid characters do stupid things to not be with their person when they could have just been with that person. But that's how fairy tales work, I guess. But some of the changes are cool with the characters. They twist. They do some twists on some of the fairy tales that are cool. What else is good about the show? Oh, another thing. The queen. By the way, I don't think this is a spoiler. I think you find out. Henry was adopted by the queen. This is on episode 2. Okay, Henry, Emma's son, was adopted by the queen. They still haven't explained why she adopted him. They still haven't explained why she loves him like she does. It's ridiculous. It doesn't make sense. It holds her back, and they need to explain it. They need to explain it because it and again, not only does the fact that do not explain why she cares about him so much or why she adopted her, but his existence, he shouldn't even be there. He shouldn't have been able to go in there, but somehow he's in there and somehow he got there. And they haven't explained it yet. Which they need to make sense of that because that's a huge plot hole. That's like the main thing that bothers me about this show. What else? I repeated myself a lot in this video. Doesn't matter. You're gonna like it anyway. Trying to think what else. I can't think of any more cons. Oh yeah, I already said the Maleficent plot device thing. Okay, go over it. Henry's plot holes. Queen's reasoning for wanting and loving Henry and getting Henry. They haven't explained it yet. And Maleficent being used as a plot device instead of a major antagonist, and her actually being weaker than she actually is. Well, I guess she is weaker, but she's also just weaker-minded. She has more emotions and feelings for things. I didn't like that. She's supposed to be an evil bitch. Okay? Those are the three major things I don't like about the show. Other than that, the characters are good. I think the stories are pretty good. The characters they use are pretty good. The way they change the stories are pretty good. It's a very entertaining show. And another con, I guess, was the way they beat love into your head. But I think that was only for the first season. I hope they don't do that throughout the whole show because that was pretty annoying. How many characters said love is the strongest magic constantly in back-to-back episodes. We understand that. Shut up. Another thing that bothers me, they kind of go back in time to show you how the characters acted before the curse and what happened exactly to make them how they are. I mean, I'm fine with that, but when you watch episodes straight through, like if you watch a whole season back to back, like you go through the episodes, it's gonna annoy you. Like if you watch the episodes every week when they come out on TV, I can see it not bothering you as much, but I watched the whole first season like pretty much really close together, like episode after episode after episode, and it was getting kind of annoying how much they went back between the past and the future and the past and the future. They do it every episode, and it kind of gets annoying a little bit, just a little bit annoying, because it just, I like it because they explain stuff and they tell you things and blah blah blah. You can't dislike it for that. It's just, it gets annoying that it happens every single episode, every so often. Yeah, okay. Well, so that's my review for Once Upon a Time. The first season, I would rate it a 7 because of my personal problems with it and the plot holes it has. But I still enjoy it. Still a good series. I would kind of recommend it. If, I guess if you can deal with being able to know, because the plot holes are right away. Like the first 2 episodes, you're going to be able to point out the plot holes. It's going to bother you the whole season and it never gets answered. And then, if you can deal with that, and you love fairy tale characters, and you have certain characters you like, they'll most likely be on the show. The story's pretty good. I like the story. Characters are good. Yeah, so I would recommend the show. But just know there's already problems with it. There's plot holes and stuff. But yeah, it's a good show. I rated it a 7 out of 10. Alright. This is Omar, signing off. Thanks for subscribing. Watch more videos when I release them. Whenever. If I do. Yeah.